Hello my friends, this is Amner Hunter from amnerhunter.com, the place where you can get tons of free resources, content and tools for music production and guitar. Thank you very much for being here and welcome to this new video. Today we're gonna be checking out 4 amp simulators of the famous Soldano SLO-100. This is gonna be a comparison of these amplifiers. We're gonna be checking out 2 free ones, one affordable one, and lastly we're gonna be checking out an expensive one. In this video I wanna share with you quickly how to download it and install them, where to download them, also listening to the different amplifiers in a solo mode and also in the context of the full mix. Also, I want to share with you how they behave. We're gonna analyze some things very interesting about these amplifiers. All of the applicable links are going to be down below in the description. Make sure to check out the timestamps as well. Before we dive into the video, my friends, I would like to invite you to my website amnerhunter.com, where I have some free stuff for you. I have a couple of PDF ebooks. I have some tools such as presets and a super package of guitar impulses. Make sure to check out my current giveaway. I'm giving away more than $1,000 in plugins. And last, go ahead and check out my blog, which I'm updating weekly with tons of content like this. Let's get to the content of the video. Okay, the first amp simulator that we're going to check is from Mr. Vadim Taranov. This is an old blog of his. In his current blog, this amplifier is not listed, but I found this old blog of his, and this is an emulation of the Soldano 100. It's called Gel 100. It's the lead channel. This is totally free. It's only available for Windows in 32 and 64 bits, and you have the download links here to get this full version. If you click in any of these links, you will get a Google Drive link where you download both versions. When you download and extract the files, you will get a .dll file that is the amplifier itself. This .dll file, you drag it and drop it to your BST plugins folder. It doesn't have an installer or something like that. The next plugin we're gonna be checking out is the Slowrunner, also from Vitar Amps. This is his current blog page. This is a version that released Mr. Vadim Taranov this year. Awesome emulator. This plugin has 2 versions. A demo one, which is limited. You get 100% of the sound, but you're limited when it comes to turning the knobs up and down. You can get the demo versions in these links here, or you can pay for the full version, which costs around $22. So pretty affordable. It sounds great. To install this plugin, whether it be on the demo version or on the paid version, it's the same as the previous one. Go to any link. You will get a Google Drive where you download the files, extract them, and it will contain a .dll file also, which you can drag and drop to your BST plugin folder. Also, we're gonna be checking out Amplitube 5 from IK Multimedia. This Soldano that they are giving away till the end of March. To download Amplitube 5 and to get the Soldano, you have to download Amplitube 5 Custom Shop, and you just click here where it says download and you start to download the IK product manager from them. I have a full video where I show you more in depth how to install and authorize IK Multimedia Amplitube 5. I will leave the links around here. And last but not least, we're gonna be checking out the Soldano SLO-100 from Neural Dsp that was released recently. It is the most expensive in this list. It costs $199. You get a free trial of 14 days. I have a full video where I show you more in depth also how to download and install the Neural Dsp plugins. I will leave also the link around here. You have to make an account here at the website. You also need to make an account in the iLook website. It's a free iLook cloud account that you don't need to pay, but it is necessary to install these free trials. Now my friends, let's go to my DAW and I want to show you how I have the session set up, how I'm comparing these different amp simulators. So I have this song, What If There Is No Tomorrow, from myself. I divided the guitars in a portion of a song into 4 parts, right? As you see here, this color green, this other type of green, purple and pink. These guitars are 2 different takes of the same riff. One guitar is panned all the way to the left and the other one is panned all the way to the right. The first ones are going to be from the free amp simulator from Vadim Taranov. Next ones are going to be the Slowrunner, also from Vadim Taranov. The purple ones are Amplitube 5 from IK Multimedia, and the pink ones are going to be from Neural Dsp Soldano SLO-100. These individual guitar tracks are being sent to a group. That group, it's called after the amplifier that it's here. Both of these guitars are being sent here, where I have the gel lead, the free amp sim. Both of these are being sent to the Slowrunner group, both of these to the Amplitube 5 group, and both of these are being sent to the Neural DSP group. As you see here on the inserts of these individual tracks, sometimes you have it empty and sometimes, like in this case, you have the amplifier here, right? The reason for this is because, for instance, the gel lead has the stereo option, so you only need one plugin to feed those two guitars. The Slowrunner also has the stereo option, so I only need one instance of that plugin. And Amplitude 5, as you see here, I don't have anything on the group track. I needed to put Amplitude 5 in the individual channels because the free version of Amplitude 5 does not allow for a stereo mode. That's why I put Amplitude 5 on the individual channels. And last, Neural DSP does support in the free trial the stereo option. I only needed one instance of the Soldano on the group track. Another thing that I considered for this demo is that I used a plugin to boost the distortion. So I put the plugin Dr. Drive, which is my favorite overdrive plugin to boost and to make those guitars sound heavier. The settings are by default. I only increased the attack knob 100. Here in the Slowrunner, you also have the Dr. Drive, same settings. Here on the individual tracks of Amplitude 5, I also have Dr. Drive, same settings. As you see here, before the amplifier, here on the Neural DSP, it's also the Dr. Drive, the same settings. Something that I did to get the tones more accurate is that, for instance, in Amplitude 5, I turned off the cabinet section. Slowrunner and gel lead does not have a cabinet section, didn't need. And on Neural DSP, I also turned off the cabinet section, which is this, right? Turned off the effects section, the equalizer section, and I also turned off the overdrive plugins with the Neural DSP. That's why I'm using a global overdrive pedal for each one of the amplifiers. I sent each one of these groups, gel lead, Slowrunner, Amplitude 5, Neural DSP, to one global guitar bus where I have pulse as my impulse loader, and I'm loading an impulse response from the package that I'm giving away. Also, I'll leave the link down below. All of the amplifiers are being routed to this same impulse, this same cabinet, so to speak. After the impulse loader, I'm putting also an equalizer. I'm high passing 90 Hz and below, and low passing or high cutting 9500 Hz and above. These filters are being applied to the overall sound of the guitars, to the general group. On the master bus, I have one instance of a filter I'm removing with a low cut filter 40 Hz and below to the full mix with drums and bass. And also I'm putting a compressor to glue all the mix with a slow attack, fast release, a ratio of 3:1, and just looking for 3 to 4 decibels of gain reduction in the overall mix. To make the mix a little louder, I put this limiter just to increase the volume of the overall mix. This full mix is the one that you are going to listen in the final demo of this video. Also, to analyze further the guitar tones, I have Span plugin from Voxengo so that we can analyze the spectrum of frequencies that each of the amplifiers apply to the signal. We also can check this on Pro Q3. It has a very cool spectrum analyzer. Okay, so I'm gonna turn on the filters that I put. I'm gonna turn on the compressor also. We're gonna be checking out the guitars in solo. It is worth mentioning, my friends, that in each of the amplifier simulators of this demo, I'm leaving everything, every knob of the amp is unknown. As you see here in Slowrunner. Also on Amplitude 5, I have set all of the knobs at noon. Neural DSP, I also put every knob at noon. What I want to do now is turn off the overdrive plugin before the amplifier so that you can listen how it sounds. One thing that I noticed is that Amplitude 5 takes more to load up when I want to open up the window of the plugin itself. The other plugins are very quickly to load up. Even the free one, you click on the plugin, it's very quickly. Vadim Taranov does a great job at making the plugins very CPU friendly. Also, another thing that I came across is that Amplitude 5 has less gain than the other three. The distortion is a little weaker, considering that I used the same guitar to record these tracks, the same interface and everything. I'm also leaving down below the signal chain. Here on the master, I have this instance of a filter. It has a very cool spectrum analyzer. Let's check out how the curve of equalization is behaving. We're going to see that each amplifier a similar behavior, but it has some different peaks in different areas of the frequency spectrum. So let's check out that. As you saw, for instance, the Neural Dsp has a bump on the lows, right? Let's check that out with this other plugin, Span, which is free by the way, it's very cool. The Neural Dsp Soldano has more bass on the low end part of the spectrum. Amplitude 5 has a little more highs than the other, but they're all very similar because they're emulating the same amplifier, so they should be kind of similar. Of course, we need to consider that I put a high pass filter on the whole group of guitars and a low pass filter. It's all being showed here. Let's go ahead and check it out how it sounds in the full mix with the guitars and bass. Please let me know in the comments what are your thoughts on these amplifiers. Again, this one is free. Slowrunner is around $22. The Amplitude 5 is free only during March 2021, and Neural Dsp is $119. Let me know down below in the comments, my friends, which one is your favorite amplifier out of the four. Let me know your thoughts about this. Don't forget to go to amnerhunter.com where I have some free stuff for you as well. I have a couple of PDF ebooks, one for music producers, the other one for guitar players. I also have a set of tools such as presets of some plugins, a super package of guitar impulses. Don't forget to check out my giveaway. This is the last week that this contest is open. 15 prizes, 15 winners, more than $1,000 in plugins. Very easy to enter. Make sure to check out the blog, which I'm updating weekly with tons of free content. Thank you very much for watching the video, my friends. I appreciate it very much. We'll see you on the next one, alright? Take care.